Hi guys. Well, it's another boiling hot day here in paradise. It's now another heat wave up in the north, so got to take your fluids. So it's only been a couple of days since I did the last vaccine news, but a couple of things have been showing up on the news in the last couple of days, so I thought I'd update you a little bit. So first of all, thanks for the few new subscribers. There's actually quite a few new ones this week, so thanks again for joining us. The news in brief at the moment is the Japanese vaccine donations have arrived in Vietnam. There's a Cuban vaccine that's looking to come to Vietnam possibly. I'll show you the tally for the fourth wave cases in Vietnam and also update on the vaccinations in Vietnam, see how they're progressing with that as well. So stay tuned. Okay, so the first bit of news, I mentioned it the other day at the pagoda. Today I'm not at the pagoda. I did 6 hours there yesterday doing a live webcam for my Vietnam Village channel, so Village Life channel. So I'm not there today. Just do this in front of my front yard. So the first bit of news was the Japanese vaccine, of course. It said that they were going to donate on Wednesday. They did. They delivered it, and it arrived in Hanoi about 10 o'clock in the evening. And it was 966,320 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine, and that was shipped on Thursday onwards to Ho Chi Minh City. Now the Minister of Health, Nguyen Thanh Long, he was there at Noi Bai Airport to take this consignment in, and said that it's the first time a country in the Southeast Asian nations to have received vaccine donations from Japan. So we are the first, hopefully not the last. He also says we will use these vaccines effectively and quickly, and so yes, those vaccine, actually only 836,000 of those doses were transported to Ho Chi Minh City, which has become one of the current hotspots in Vietnam for this fourth wave. They did say that normally a 48-hour period was needed to evaluate and approve these doses, but the Ministry of Health have said they'll streamline this process and hopefully get these shots out as soon as possible, maybe as early as tomorrow, which is Saturday morning. So those doses in Ho Chi Minh City will be distributed to around 1,000 vaccination stations around the city. Now, Ministry of Health are expecting this vaccination program to go over 5 to 7 days, and doses given to the priority groups, along with soldiers and police, etc. Ho Chi Minh City now has around 1,197 cases since 27th of April, so that batch from Japan is very much needed in Ho Chi Minh City. The remaining doses of that consignment will go to the provinces of Bac Giang and Bac Ninh, which is near Hanoi. Those two localities have the highest number of infections. So this in total brings the total amount of doses in Vietnam from AstraZeneca through various sources, COVAX and Direct and through Japan, to just about 4 million. Still a long way to go, I know, and a lot of you commenting saying why so slow, why so slow. It's just it's taken a little bit longer here in Vietnam, but let's just hope this ramps up and starts to deliver a lot more speedily to get us all vaccinated, even me. The next bit of news, quite strange. I mean, you know, Vietnam, Russia and North Korea and these kind of countries, the communist countries, and Cuba is amongst them, and now Vietnam could team up with Cuba because they've developed a vaccine which has gone through 3 phases of human trials. They have as of yet not done any human trials outside overseas, so this is according to the Ministry of Public Health in Cuba. So they haven't tested it overseas yet, but they are willing to. The name of the vaccine is Abdallah, and they're looking to have this produced in Vietnam. So this is another interesting vaccine news sort of item that I thought I would like to bring to you. So So the initial trial results for this vaccine are effective against the beta and the gamma variants, and is safe to use and is immunogenic as well. So, but however, this vaccine requires 3 shots. So this is 3 shots spaced over 14 days between each one. So that's, and also it can be stored between 2 and 8 degrees Celsius. So there's good and there's bad. This could take quite a while to get those 3 doses inoculated to the people. So Cuba said they could produce 100 million doses a year, and only keeping back 30 million domestically. So 70 million could be per year distributed outside of Cuba. So that could possibly mean Vietnam could get a portion of this, or they could even open up production facilities here in Vietnam to produce this vaccine of Abdala from Cuba. So again, interesting news. One that I never expected to see this morning when I read the media. I'd read the news every morning and every evening, sometimes during the day. Sad life, I know. But I just want to check on little bits that are coming in, and I saw this and I thought, it's a bit interesting. I'll put that up today. I've been in Nam Ding this morning. We actually filmed a couple of soup dishes that me and my wife had for breakfast, so keep an eye out for those, that video to come out soon. So back to the vaccine news, and I'll go over the tally from the 4th wave, which started on the 27th of April. We're now halfway through June, and you know, it's lasting a lot longer than the other waves, and a lot more people have been infected in total compared to those 3 waves as well. So at the moment we're standing at 8,995 in 40 cities and provinces. The highest number of cases, Bac Giang, which has 5,028, Bac Ninh, which has 1,454, and Ho Chi Minh City, which has 1,257. Did I say a different number before? I don't know. But yeah, 1,257 in Ho Chi Minh City, which is very disappointing. Now the vaccination progress, that is now standing at 1.77 million doses administered. It's only over 72,000 that have had 2 doses. So that's still quite disappointing compared to my own country back in the UK or US or wherever, but still slowly getting there, so what I'll do is I'll throw up the graph to show you how we are comparing with Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, and then you can see how slow or how fast. You'll see Thailand's ramped up, and if you saw the news recently, the Thailand Prime Minister said that they will open up fully to foreign tourists in 120 days. I think that's insane, but if it works, that's great. If it doesn't, oh dear, you know, I could bite them on the arse. That. And I've got invested business in Thailand, so it's in my interest to see, especially Phuket, that's where I have business. I'm hoping that Phuket does, you know, this sandbox, I hope it does work for them, because, you know, it could help all the other countries think, you know what, let's take a little bit of a risk and go for it. Or is it because Thailand are desperate for tourism and Vietnam is not so desperate for tourism? That's why Vietnam are hanging back. I'm interested to hear your comments. I'm no expert, I'm just delivering a little bit of news before you all jump on the bandwagon and lambast me for whatever I'm saying. But I like to just sort of ask you guys, if you want to put your comments below, what you think. Should Thailand open in 120 days? He has said that, you know, if there is a marked increase in cases or deaths, which I think is quite a lot now, then that date will be put back. But even so, 120 days, that's insane. Just seems to be coinciding with the Thailand high season, October, which is actually the same here as well in Vietnam. So yeah, have a look at that graph. You'll see the marked improvement in Thailand, and you see actually I think Cambodia have risen quite a lot as well in the last few days. It is a couple of days delayed, so I think it's only up to the 16th of June, so bear that in mind. But yeah, it was going to be a quick video. It's 10 minutes. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thanks again for joining me, and if you do wish to subscribe, please do subscribe and click that bell for notifications of new videos coming up. And please do remember to join my Vietnam village life. That is more entertaining. I enjoy making those videos as well, so do have a look at that. I had a great ride on a rice harvester one day for the finale of the rice season, so do go and check that out. It's a fantastic channel. Link is in the description. That's it for me, guys. It's not bar 333 beer, it's only water. Cheers. Hi guys, just a quick addition to that video, because just as I was editing it and uploading it, something came up on Vietnam Express International that I thought would be very interesting. It's also about vaccinations, but it's looking at COVID-19 vaccination sought for all Phu Quoc residents to reopen to foreign tourists. Now this is quite breaking news. You may have seen my shorts video that's just gone up a few minutes ago, but I wanted to go in a little bit more detail and read from the website here. But authorities in Ken Giang province, home to Phu Quoc, are planning to vaccinate the island's population against COVID-19 so that it can reopen its doors to foreigners. The chairman of the province has said the island has got a green light from the politburo to trial vaccine passports, and so the government would be asked, I have to stress, would be asked to prioritise vaccination for the 100,000 residents of Phu Quoc. Now where these 100,000 vaccinations are coming from, I don't know, because remember we just talked about where these vaccinations are going. They're going for priority groups and also for people in the hard-hit areas, the hotspots like Ho Chi Minh City, Bac Giang and Bac Ninh in the north. So this is all, obviously, this is the news that we get here in Vietnam. It's suggested and perhaps and maybe, like I said before, and Zip, you know all about that. You've been here 33 years. Hats off to you, mate. So they're saying if everything goes well, the island could allow foreigners back in by September or October this year. Now what was I talking about just a few minutes ago on the video about Thailand opening up in 120 days? Well, that's exactly what's going on here. Now do you think that's happened because of what Phuket are doing with Sandbox? Write a comment below. This seems very coincidental that suddenly Phu Quoc, which is tagged to be the next Phuket, is suddenly now looking to vaccinate its population to allow foreign tourists. So it's very interesting. It's starting to kick off now, guys. It's starting to ramp up, and this is partly the reason why I wanted to do vaccine news and not just news about COVID and deaths and how many cases. So it's all ramping up. Things like this are very exciting, especially for me being a travel agency. Now Phu Quoc Island is just Phu Quoc. We've just been there. You'll have a look at the video on screen. We've had a fantastic trip there for I think 10 days we went for. So it's a great place to stay. So if they are allowed to go there, foreign tourists, this is a fantastic opportunity for that island and its residents, its tour operators and hoteliers and resort staff. So what they're saying is the visitors to the island must be fully vaccinated, failing which they will be quarantined and only allowed to visit isolated resorts. So it's looking like they're allowing people who aren't fully vaccinated, but they won't be able to travel as far. Now I think most people who are fully vaccinated would like to maybe grasp this and go. It's just basically going on to say that it's the top tourist destination after the 30-day visa-free policy for foreigners they set up in 2014. So this is great news. The Politburo, the main decision-making body of the Communist Party, last week called for trialling vaccine passports so that foreigners could visit some tourist destinations that have contained the pandemic, like Phu Quoc Island. So that, you know, they've been talking about it for months, about this trialling of vaccine passports, but it's all ifs, buts and maybes. So I just thought I'd add that little bit to the end of the video. Hopefully you got to see that. So do please subscribe. I am trying to keep on it as fast as I can. It took me 20 minutes to upload a 50-second video there. The computer slowed down, right down I was getting quite annoyed. So let's see what happens in the next couple of weeks. But this is exciting news for Vietnam and mainly Phu Quoc. So that's the vaccine news over with. See you the next time. Cheers.